Muli, humaharap sa bagong yugto ang Layag Weekly Waves. Sa ikatlong yugto, ating lalakasan pa ang hatid na kaalaman at inspirasyon. Samahan ninyo kami sa mas matatag na paglalayag kung saan bawat kwento ng tagumpay at pagbabago ay magsisilbing gabay tungo sa kolektibong pag-unlad. Abangan ang mas pinalakas na talakayan at mas malawak na paglayag.
Magandang araw mga kalayag. Isang masigabong pagtanggap sa ikatlong yugto ng inyong lingguhang kaagapay sa balita at inspirasyon, ang Layag Weekly Waves. Pinapakita ng DILG Local Governance Regional Resource Center 9, ang programang ito ay hindi lamang recap, kundi isang malalim na paglalayag kasama ninyo. Dito, bawat balita ay alon na nagtutulak sa atin tungo sa mas maunlad at matatag na pamayanan. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, 𝗟𝗔𝗬𝗪𝗃𝗲𝗀 OIC Division Chief ng 𝗟𝗔𝗬𝗘𝗞𝗟𝗬. At ngayon, bagong yugto, mas mainit, mas direktang hatid ang mga kwentong nagpapaagos sa rehiyon. Tara't simulan na natin ang paglalayag. DILG IX and the Liga ng mga Barangay awarded additional incentives on April 13, 2026 to 3 barangays in Zamboanga del Sur for their outstanding performance in the Katarungang Pambarangay Dispute Resolution Program. DILG IX held a hybrid QMS planning workshop for FY 2026 to align strategies, assess risks and opportunities, and strengthen public service excellence under ISO 9001:2015 standards. DILG IX, at the initiative of GIPOS LGU, conducted an orientation on the 2026 CFLGA to prepare local functionaries for the upcoming audit cycle focused on child protection and development. DILG IX employees attended an orientation on procurement documentary requirements and process flow under RA 12-009 on April 13, 2026 to enhance compliance, transparency, and efficiency in public service. On April 14, 2026, DILG IX convened its Peace and Order Council Regional Audit Committee via Zoom to coordinate audit arrangements and strengthen local peace mechanisms for the upcoming CY 2025 POC performance audit. DILG IX convened anti-drug officials and civil society representatives on April 14, 2026 to clarify policies, review 2026 audit guidelines, and discuss 2025 audit results, reinforcing their shared commitment to a drug-free society. DILG IX held a sports and wellness activity on April 15, 2026, featuring pickleball and group games to promote staff camaraderie, reduce workplace stress, and support work-life balance. DILG IX's PDMU documented the 9.7-kilometer Pangi-Gitoan-Gumotok-Malangandis Road Project in Zamboanga, Sibugay, a 133 million CMGP funded initiative completed in 2021 that has improved mobility and quality of life for over 8,000 residents. Yan ang mga alon ng pagbabago na naghuhubog sa ating rehiyon. Ngayon naman, lumingon tayo sa tunay na kwentong nagmumula sa puso ng ating mga komunidad. Samahan natin ang ating mga field anchors para sa segment na News from the Field.
Welcome back to another episode of the Layag Weekly Waves. This is Julius, bringing you the latest updates of the local government activities, community programs, and initiatives across Zamboanga del Norte. This is News from the Field.
The on-site pre-assessment for ADAC functionality CY 2025 and the feedbacking of ADAC audit results CY 2024 were successfully conducted in the city of Dapitan on April 7, 2026, led by the PADAC focal person, Engineer 𝗟𝗆𝗏 𝗪𝗃𝗏𝗪𝗏 on behalf of Governor Darrell Dexter T.O.Y., The activity gathered the PADA core team and 𝗟𝗘𝗞𝗟𝗬𝗪 members headed by Mayor Evelyn T. Oy. The initiative highlights the continued commitment to strengthening anti-drug councils and promoting a drug-free community. The Interagency Coordination Meeting for 𝗥𝗚𝗚𝗪𝗃 Summit 2026 was conducted to align partner agencies in planning and implementation of the upcoming event. Representatives from various government offices and partner organizations collaborated to ensure effective coordination, resource sharing, and effective participation of stakeholders. The meeting highlighted a unified commitment to promoting youth empowerment and environmental stewardship across the province. The Provincial Audit Committee Coordination Meeting for 2026 ADAC Functionality Assessment was successfully held on April 14, 2026 at the Capitol Building in Dipolog City, led by Governor Darrell Dexter T. Oy and DILG Provincial Director Mario Ibatirna. The activity brought together key stakeholders including PNP, PDEA, CSOs, and youth representatives to ensure a coordinated and efficient assessment process. Spearheaded by the PADA core team, the meeting paved the way for the 4-day evaluation of 25 municipal and 2 city ADACs, reinforcing province commitment to effective anti-drug governance. The Philippine National Police conducted screening and preliminary interviews for 29 aspiring police officers under the attrition quota of the PNP Dipolog on April 14, 2026 at Dipolog City Hall. All participants who are criminology graduates were evaluated to assess their qualifications and readiness for police service. Among those present were City Mayor Roberto Y. Uy, PNP Chief Kishna Asali, and CLGO Sherry Kaluta Matchutes, who were part of the screening panel. A BIMS orientation and workshop was conducted on April 16, 2026 in the municipality of Godod, Zamboanga del Norte. The activity was facilitated by Isa Rabanal and aimed to equip participants with essential knowledge and skills on the BIMS system. Attendees were oriented on its functions, importance, and proper implementations. The workshop was also provided hands-on guidance to help participants better understand and apply the system in their respective areas. The activity is part of the ongoing efforts to strengthen system utilization and improve local service delivery.
That's it for this week. Stay tuned for more updates. This is Julius, and this is News from the Field.
Buenos dias, Assalamualaikum. This is Almadina Julie presenting to you our weekly leg updates for this week. April 15, 2026, si LGRRC Arnel Alvarez, as member of the City Ad Hoc Committee, participated in the PNP applicant screening for the patrolman attrition quota at the PNP ICPS Isabela City. April 16, 2026, the DILG Isabela City Office, together with the Local Youth Development Office, conducted a consultative meeting with the SK chairpersons of Isabela City. The meeting aims to discuss matters concerning SK operations and management.
Hi, buenos dias. I am Lenny Badilas from the LG Zamboanga Field Office 9. Welcome to Layag Weekly Waves, featuring this week's highlights, the latest news from the field.
The DILG Zamboanga City Field Office, headed by LGRRC 𝗟𝗆𝗏 Jr., successfully conducted the first quarter validation of BARCO, HAPAG, and Kalinisan programs from April 13 to 16, 2026, covering multiple barangays led by 𝗟𝗏𝗏 Jr. The activity highlighted effective road clearing operations, improved community gardening efforts, and strengthened cleanliness initiatives, while minor issues such as sidewalk obstructions, waste management, and water supply challenges were observed. Overall implementation was smooth through strong interagency coordination and community participation. The DILG Zamboanga City Field Office, through Alvin Rex M. Docero, served as research speaker during a seminar on disaster preparedness attended by community development students on April 16, 2026. The discussion highlighted the department's mandates, its role in strengthening local governance, and its responsibilities under Republic Act No. 7160 and Republic Act No. 10121. Emphasizing the importance of preparedness and resilience, the DILG continues to promote proactive disaster risk reduction and encourage future professionals to engage in public service. The DILG Zamboanga City Field Office, represented by OIC City Director Alvin Rex M. Docero, participated in the first semester Barangay Assembly Day in Barangay Arena Blanco, where the message of the Secretary of the Interior and Local Government was delivered, highlighting citizen participation, transparency, and collaboration. The activity also strengthened engagement with the Barangay Council, led by Ali M. Abdul-Husin, reinforcing partnerships for responsive and inclusive governance. The DILG Zamboanga City Field Office conducted the RCSP Planning and Strategy Workshop for CY 2026 to strengthen the program implementation in identified barangays, led by OIC City Director Alvin Rex M. Docero and LGRRC Michelle A. Doliente Macaso. The activity focused on aligning action plans for key components such as ugnayan sa barangay and the Serbisyo Caravan. The workshop reinforced stakeholder commitment to delivering responsive and inclusive government services at the grassroots level. The DILG Zamboanga City Field Office, through OIC City Director Alvin Rex M. Docero, provided a technical assistance to Bachelor of Science Community Development students of Western Mindanao State University. The session emphasized the department's role in strengthening LGU capacity in disaster preparedness, focusing on effective in disaster risk reduction and management planning, coordination, and community-based resilience.
That's all for this episode of Layag Weekly Waves. See you on the next episode. #Vamos na DILG Zamboanga Field Office.
Good day everyone, you're tuned in to DILG ZDS Ganap sa Field, back again to bring you closer to the heart of public service. I'm Arlene C. Tubog, LGO2, and today we're sharing real stories, real actions, and real impact straight from the field.
The DILG Zamboanga del Sur and DILG Region 9 led the calendar year 2025 LTIA awarding of additional incentives on April 13, 2026, honoring top-performing barangays for excellence in local justice and governance. The DILG 𝗪𝗏𝗄 Field Office conducted an orientation on the 2026 CFLGA and 2025 POC Performance Audit, outlining key indicators, timelines, rating systems, and required means of verification on April 14, 2026. The DILG Pagadian City Field Office conducted a tanod orientation for punong barangays and barangay kagawads on peace and order in coordination with the City PNP on April 14, 2026 to strengthen barangay security and enhance the collaboration with law enforcement. The DILG Pagadian City Field Office conducted a CFLGA coordination meeting on April 15, 2026 to align plans, set priorities, and strengthen stakeholder collaboration in implementing CFLGA programs and activities.
And that's a glimpse of how Ganap sa Field showcases public service at its finest. Daghang salamat for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next episode where we always #ZSurpassTheLimit.
Salamat sa ating mga field anchors. Yan ang patunay na ang pag-unlad ay kumakaway mula sa bawat sulok ng Rehiyon 9. Yan ang mga nangingibabaw na alon ng balita at kwento ngayong linggo. Nais naming pukawin hindi lamang ang ating atensyon, kundi ang inyong pakikilahok. Manatiling nakatutok, makialam at makilayag. Ako po muli si 𝗟𝗆𝘆 Rodrigo nagpapaalala na sa bawat alon ng hamon, may oportunidad sa pagtutulungan at pag-usad. Padayon sa paglayag tungo sa matatag na bukas. Ito ang Layag Weekly Waves ng DILG LGRRC 9, ang iyong kaagapay sa kaalaman, inspirasyon at pagbabago. Padayon paglayag Rehiyon 9.